the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So today, we're going to jump straight into the topic. We're going to be talking about how modern American black women do not know how to be, most of them do not know how to be in real relationships. You know, how many of you guys are currently dating a black woman at this moment? How many of you guys are not just only dating a black? How many of you guys are just dating, period? And how many of you guys have the privilege of dating two different, three, four different types of races of women, and you learn how there was cultural differences. You know, you learn that you know you learn that you can't do such and such with this one. You know, but what we're seeing an incline of American black women, you know, who think that relationships are a game. Most American black women honestly think that relationships are whatever they deem them to be. You know, so if she wants you to put her on a pedestal, if she wants you to go off and shop and blow all the money that you're supposed to store up for a store value for you, for for your family, you know. So what's really going on in our communities? You know, why isn't it that black women are learning how to be good to their brothers, be good to their fathers, be good to their husbands, be good to their baby fathers, be good to their boyfriends? We're seeing more and more that even if you give this woman a baby, if you go half on a baby, R. Kelly style, with her, she still will not place any other honorable outcomes on your name. You know, everybody knows it's not easy, to raise kids. But since we're seeing more and more African American women who are copying each other, we're seeing more instances of women not understanding the value of having a baby. Because if you have a child, then no matter what, you have to respect the father. And a lot of them will be like, "Oh, I ain't gonna respect him. He ain't nothing. He a dusty. I ain't gonna talk to him. I'm gonna bring other men." No, that's not the way to do it. You know, because when you think of God and you think of something else in this world besides the BS that we endure in our communities, you know, you think of, you have to think of God placed it you and he placed it another human, which is a man, in a situation where you guys got married, you guys had children, and what happened is that a lot of times, a lot of these, a lot of these black women will say, "Oh, you're a deadbeat." They will literally beat a black man. Thumbs up this video. They will literally beat a black. If you let them, they will beat a black man's spirit all the way down to the ground. You know, instead of them saying, "I'm gonna respect this dude," you know, I'm going to um I'm gonna try to talk to him. We're gonna try to come up with something because now we're in this together. We're in this for the child. So I'm gonna have to build with him. I'm gonna have to, you know, make sure that my child has the best outcome, even though I'm seeing women get it, black women and other women too, get in relationships and with the whole sole purpose of taking this man's financials. You know, I know a lot of us, we've been saying this for the past 20, 30. A lot of our OGs, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the older guys, they've been saying this for 50 years, Um, something has to change. And some black man have been beaten, and they think that this is right. You know, it's just like, you could say, it's just like if you was to, as a man, have a baby by a chick. Now, by you having a baby by this chick, even if it doesn't work out, that's still the mother of your child, you know. So, what most of the time, what guys will do, what black brothers will do, and men will do, they have no choice. You know, there's morals and stuff that you have to follow for yourself. You can't just be like, "Oh, this the mother of my child, I'm done." No, 9 times out of 10, we're gonna be helping this woman, even if we don't marry her. You're gonna know about it. You have to. That child needs his father as well as he needs his mother. You know what I'm saying? So it goes the same way. The destruction that we're seeing of the black community, you know, people are not out here hoping that everything goes good for you. You know, a lot of black people are not out here thinking that, oh, everything's gonna be fine. um this is the best solution for this child. They're already thinking of how they can do this, they can do that. You know, it's absolutely insane. You know, how as a universal creation of a universal creation who you were created by a mom, a father, you know, anybody in that situation or lived in a situation where, okay, my dad wasn't here, my mom wasn't here, you know, that we wasn't together, but I was living with one parent, then I went and lived with another parent, you know, or even you haven't even seen one of the parents, you know, you have to stay focused on, you know, you have to stay focused on the well-being of, you know, entering a relationship with a woman, you know, or that woman entered a relationship with a man. This black woman entered a relationship with this black man and laid down and procreated a fused organism of both of them. They sat back and procreated another human being, you know, which is so important. And black women following each other, wanting to be argumentative, wanting to battle the dad, you know, wanting to take the dad to court, you know, wanting to withhold that child from the father, like the father never existed, like she never, God never had a plan for you and this woman, and you guys crossed paths and went into an intimate stage where you created life, you know. And a lot of these women, a lot of modern black women do not care. They're not getting it. They want to say that black man, we're domestic, you know, um, um, you know, if you was real good and a good man to this woman, you know, and she didn't have no out, you know, you took her by surprise, you know, and now she wants to play the domestic, you know, sign a role on you, you know. But no matter what, domestic or not, you know, what black women fail to realize is they fail to realize that that little girl or that baby or that boy don't know nothing about this world. You already know it. It's a motherfucking movie. You hear me? Um, that child doesn't know anything about this world. The only thing that child knows is um being inside the mother and best believe that child can feel the father. You know, if the father's not around while she's pregnant, the child can feel that. If you're laying right beside a woman and she's pregnant with your child, that child knows and resembles your voice as the father. You know, it's times where when my wife's pregnant, you know, the baby moves right to the side where I'm talking at. Like on the side where I lay at on the bed, the baby's gonna come right over there and, you know, want to interact with the father before he or she even touches planet Earth. You know, they're just floating they're just floating in a sack. And a lot of black women, you know, since they're copying each other, you know, they do not have any idea of relationships. They do not know how to court a man. They do not know, we're seeing a lack of morals when it comes to women. You know, um, 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 we're seeing a chameleon like stage where, you know, she knows from the jump what she's doing. You know, she knows that she's not going to be with you. You know, that's why I say they are Academy Award winners. A lot of these women, these modern American black women, try to be Academy Award winners, and if you let them, they will play you. You know, they will, you know, put on their chameleon mode, knowing that you're 19, 20 years old, and you the best runner on the football team, and you in the end zone every game. Sometimes you're in the end zone more than one time. And the thought of actually being with that man to grow with him and create a family and live and go through this hard life that we all go through on earth, they will sit back and chameleon mode this dude. And as soon as they feel like that's enough money that they can live off, they're gone. Facts. Masculine behavior said leaving women alone and focusing on the bag is what it is. Not only is leaving women alone and focusing on the bag not only the best option for men, for young men, you know, like a lot of you guys be talking about, oh, I don't want to work a job. Man, a job is slavery. I, you know, a lot of us, we need money to start businesses and companies and stuff, you know. So not only by you focusing on the bag, you're focusing on yourself and people and the element of surprise. You know what I'm saying? The element of surprise brings the attraction level of a lot of these women as well. So they're like, he ain't never got no time for nothing. He always at work. They be mad, you hear me? But then they want to take your money. He ain't never got no time for me. You ain't never here. And you know, and then as soon as you ain't working, you ain't got enough money. You a deadbeat. You this, you that. It's always something, fellas. You know, so the main important thing that any man has in this world And this society we live into is to chase the bag. Not only chase the bag, if you can add 2, 3 acres of land to that while you're chasing the bag, if you can add a house, 2, 3 houses on top of that, if you can add um assets and vending machines, ATMs, something that you can make that the bag is now making you extremely rich. A lot of people will not be able to gravitate towards you. A lot of people will not be able to live by you because you represent it and and you chase the bag. We are on masculine masculine behaviors comment, leaving women alone and focusing on the bag and success. You know, uh, that bag is one of the most important bags of your life. If you want a life, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to chase the bag. You know, if you're working for Wendy's, if you're working for McDonald's, and women are talking about, oh no, I don't like you, you don't make enough money for me, and stuff like that, and then you build your credit up, and then you get bigger and you look better, blow them off. We got Coney Island styling on them in here. It's difficult. Hold on. Coney Island styling on it says difficult to get like-minded people together if they are your friends and family. You have better luck with strangers. I told my friends, yo, let's invest in something together. This dude always, yep, I know exactly what you're saying. So, most of the time, your friends and family always are going to see you as Junebug. You know, whatever you tell me what some other person is doing and investing it in. Yeah, so family and friends are always going to see you as the dude they play basketball with, you know, like they're like a lot of times when it comes to black people, you know, misery, a lot of us black people were miserable. You know what I'm saying? And misery loves company. So if you got any ideas, I think my uncle told me, and a couple other people told me. He said that just because God planted this in your head, you know what I'm saying? He might not plant the same thing in your wife's head. Facts. He might not plant the same thing at the same time in your brother's head. He might not put the same thing in your head as your friend's head. You know, so a lot of times, a lot of people see a hard time believing that you can be a CEO for a company like Chick-fil-A, or you they be like Coney Island styling on them gonna be in a Lamborghini. Come on, bro. Like they are the people who sit back in our lives and hold us. A lot of these people hold us back from they hold us back to from where we actually are heading. And a lot of times when I had goals and stuff like this, and I used to always try to put people in it, it never worked because everybody got their own lives and stuff, you know. But when I wanted to do it, I could just focus on that. And not only that makes you a lot better than the same individuals, because a lot of them you would never put them on the goal if they wasn't fucked up and you wanted to help and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna put you a lot ahead of them because this is what God what came into existence. Okay, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. Our thoughts that we get in our head, like it crosses our mind, but a lot of things that cross our mind, you gotta catch some of them things. You know what I'm saying? Because you can because things that cross our minds can become of existence. Like it was 2015 one time. I never knew I'll be in a 2019 fucking Jeep. You know what I'm saying? What's up, brother? We got Wayman Brown in the building. You know what I'm saying? Um, it was 2015 at one time. You know, so a lot of us, we need to detach from people. Like most people, like when I go on my journey and stuff, like I got a YouTube channel right now that I make money off this YouTube channel. And I work a job too. But nobody at my job knows I have a YouTube channel type shit. Because you don't want your left hand to know what your right hand doing. Cause they gonna be like all in. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, maybe one day they will know I have a YouTube, but I'm not telling them. I wouldn't volunteer that information. When it comes to finances is one of the most difficult things that a lot of people have not learned how to master. And just like anything else, Coney Island styling them with a 4.99 super chat. Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, for hyping up the channel. Um, um, you already know, guys. You know, we have to, you know, we can't we can't tell people what God puts through our heads, you know, because if you go off telling people like our friends, our family who we think are our friends and our family, but a lot of times we need to let them go because when we let them go, maybe they'll change. If we keep on calling them, they're gonna keep us down, you know. Um, so that's why I don't tell nobody. Do not tell other people. Do not tell people your moves. Period. God is only going to put certain types of people in your life that you could tell certain moves to. You know, like my wife. I'd be like, damn. So I got married at a young age, and I'm stuck in a contract, and I got kids, so I gotta take care of this woman for the rest of her life and stuff like that. You know, and and at the same time, if she leaves me, okay, if I make $60,000 a year, depending on what state you're in, you don't make $60,000 a year. You make $30,000 a year, because really, that half of whatever you make or whatever your spouse makes is theirs. And my wife would be like, "Oh, it ain't like that," you know. And I be telling her, I'm like, I'm thinking about mortgaging a property. I got good credit. You know, and you are the mother of my child. And is it worth me mortgaging off this house when if you was to leave me, you depending on the judge, you could take this home that God ran through my head. The idea ran through my head and I brought it to life. she could take that property and you would still have to pay mortgage on top of whatever else this clown wants. You know, I'm not saying that, I don't advise anybody to get westernized married. I'm telling you, bro. Like, if you can fucking get married in a way where you're with a woman and it's just you and her and God and y'all got y'all faith and y'all gonna rock out together, do that shit, bro. Because I didn't think I was gonna be this successful. I was homeless. You hear me? I was homeless by around the time I got married. You know what I'm saying? Then I started coming up. I started having kids, and I'm like, dang, I got a baby, and she called me dad. I gotta go to work every day now. You know, if I could, you know, um, we don't like Kevin Samuels used to say. Kevin Samuels say a man's worth, which I love Kevin Samuels. Like, I would cry, goddamn, literally, not in front of y'all, with the help of God, but some of the shit this man be saying is so entertaining. You know, but one thing he was saying is, yeah, the cost of living in Colorado is crazy as fuck. So the cheapest home here in Colorado, the cheapest homes here are extremely expensive. So the cheapest neighborhoods here is like Colfax, and you can probably get you a house for like $470,000, and that's in like a not even the nicest neighborhoods that I be in on my jobs. I'm gonna show you guys, like, I be in these neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? When I'm a supervisor. Like, my wife is at the hospital right now. Going, I'm about to have my second daughter. You know what I'm saying? She's at the hospital. The hospital's like right there, right across the street. So I'm at the crib right now. You know, uh, like like in the best neighborhoods are like $700,000, $900,000 just for a house, and I can't afford it. Period. Like, I can't afford an apartment, even though the apartments are high. Like, thanks, brother. Yeah, my wife's at the hospital as we speak. Um, that's why I haven't been going live. I've been working. Monday I was busy as hell, like at work. I didn't have no time to shoot no videos on the job. Tuesday I was on the job again. Then I thought I was gonna have time because I had a different setup I was doing. And then my wife called me, oh, it's that time. And I had to leave work, and I've been fucking running around, um, um, you know, doing what I can, you know. But, you know, that's why we're gonna move. We're gonna move. We're gonna move home. I'm from down south, so we're gonna move to the country, where I can actually afford to own a home. That's why I would tell you, if I mortgage out off of property, I could go to get the same house in Alabama or North Carolina or Tennessee that's $400,000 in Colorado, in the same house with more bedrooms, that if it was here, it would be worth 500 grand because of people wanting to be in this area and stuff, and the crime rate's low. You know, it's really ain't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no hood like encounters. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys robbing people. You see the white people on crystal meth and stuff like that, but it ain't bad like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing. Um, to get away from where people cannot reach you is important, especially when you're on your grown man shit. You know, a lot of dudes be like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay in the hood." Why? Why would you want to stay there? Why don't you, like? It's just like I can't afford a $400,000 house right now, and so all the people who can't afford a $400,000 house, who not making money, can't stay in this neighborhood. So now we don't have niggas walking around and crazy people walking around shooting people because they mad because they make minimum wage. You know what I'm saying? These dudes be out here crashing out, you know, when they can come up. We can come up, we can get the $400,000 houses. I'm not saying I can't afford it now, but in the future, our value goes up. No matter what we doing with our experience levels, our education, you know what I'm saying? Like we might then started a business that you making contracts for $5,000, $10,000, easy money. And you ain't even doing the work. You paying somebody who does the work, but it's your contract. You know, yeah, it's a lot of ways to, beat. You have to beat the people. I'm sorry, you have to, because they said that most people in this country do not have $1,000 in the bank account. You know, and when you think, you be like, dang. So a lot of these women who be acting like they got it. A lot of these women who be acting like, oh, these dudes dusty and stuff, and you need to pay me child support. You ain't got no money to. So why wouldn't you try to be friends with the baby father? Why don't y'all just be mommy and daddy? You know what I'm saying? Period. Like, and I understand that facts. Government contracting is very lucrative. A lot of times, a lot of us don't have the credentials to get them government contracts either, too. But any type of contract, like if you got the business, it's just like if you had a janitorial service or you had a cleaning service and now you had a government contract. You know what I'm saying? To clean, what I'm saying, a post office or some shit. You know, it's a post office or I think they're government buildings too, like food stamp offices and shit. You know, yeah. So I haven't been able to go live like I want to. You know, yeah. So yeah, my channel's growing. Um, this channel could not be what it is today if it wasn't for you guys. Um, we have to learn how to uh uh how to stay away from the poor. You know, what I'm saying, like when I look at poor white people, you know, like I'm in a white environment. I see uh crystal meth heads. I see heroin addicts. I see, but they're not. A lot of them, they ain't violent. You know what I'm saying? They ain't like, oh, I'm about to take a chance and rob you. They still have some type of moral, even though they mind is gone. Most of them have some type of morals about them. You know, and then when I'm in a black community, you know what I'm saying? And people, and I'm in the, and most of the time we're in poor environments in black communities. When I'm in the black community, I'm seeing, you know, I'm at a temp service, trying to get work, and there's fighting, there's shooting. Um, it's nothing wrong with getting out the hood. When you get out the hood and you get out of a lot of these environments, a lot of these women are not making it the way they portray they're making it. I seen a I seen a cute Asian chick at Walmart, and I'm married. I look, I don't touch. You know what I'm saying? Like I will, but I'm a be a father. And I seen a cute Asian chick at the store. A lot of these chicks, you know, and she knew I was looking. I was like, dang it. I was like, dang, she had to be like 21, 22. You know, nice little booty. You know, cups. You know, print showing. I'm like, dang, she look good. You know what I'm saying? And just by you manning up, you place yourself in a different bracket of women. Just because you got good credit, just if you get good credit and you got a job making $50,000 a year, you gonna put yourself in a different bracket of women. That's what I be trying to tell these dudes. I'm like, bro, like you don't have to. Like you will find women who will invest into you and believe in you that might not be black. You know, you might have a piece of land, you know, with a home, and now you got all the fucking cake you want. You can have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just because you had good credit to put yourself in the position to have authority. You know what I'm saying? We have to raise the boundaries. We have to raise our credit. You have to. I'ma always say that. Raise your credit. Get that credit up. Credit is gold. Like I remember, like before I got my new truck outside, I used to fucking I'm like, I'm saving up to get a car, saving up to get a car before I got my credit up. And when I'm thinking of saving, I'm thinking like I'm gonna go to a used car lot and pay 5,000 for a used car. No, don't do that. Go and put 5,000 down on that SRT you wanted. If you're gonna take care of that motherfucker and pay the bills, because one day, even though you overpaying it, that motherfucker get you to work. It's new. It's gonna get you to work, get you back from work, and 9 times out of 10, you just gotta do regular maintenance on this car. But when a poor person, like every time I went and bought a car for like $2,000, $3,000, man, that shit cost me more than a new car. I'm like, dang, bro, the heat, the motherfucking that went out, the tires fucking scrubbing the ground, going bad fast. Uh, yeah, you can be, you can be anything in this world if you do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that Hugh Hefner would have had all the women coming to his trailer? We have to think about this. I'm just gonna put some on everybody's mind real fast. Do you think Hugh Hefner would have had all the women in the Playboy Mansion coming to a trailer park in the hood and a low class white community? Or do you think because he had the means, he probably didn't have credit, but he had money, whatever he did, and he had the big ass motherfucking Playboy Mansion, and he had, you know what I'm saying, then he worked this mouthpiece, and he had all the women. And you know what, you want to know something? What I know about, he had a lot of white women and shit, and women of other races. I never heard of Hugh Hefner going to court for child support. I never heard nobody talking about Hugh Hefner raped me. You know what I'm saying? like, like it's crazy, man. But do anybody got anything else to say? Because I'm running short on time. Um, I actually shot this video a lot longer than I thought I was, and fucking, I'm trying to clean up a little bit because I haven't been home. Then shower, head back up to the hospital. You know, can't wait till she drops and then we can get the baby and come home. You know, yeah, I haven't been on my PlayStation, and Coney Island styling on them. my my oh yeah, I'm always dropping gems. I'm always gonna drop some gems on the channel. And sometimes I might be too high or some shit, and I might just be talking all over the place. But we'll line it up. We'll line it up, you know, because weed is legal where I stay at. So I got weed oil. You know, sometimes I hit my pen. Sometimes I smoke flower, the buds. Sometimes I smoke indica. Sometimes I smoke sativa. Sometimes, you know, I smoke hybrids. You know, uh, so yeah, yeah. Well, guys, um, I appreciate you guys for stopping through, showing love. We're gonna keep them coming like hotcakes, and you know, we're gonna get people in the show, in these lives once I figure it out, and stuff like that, how to do the videos and stuff. The guys always remember, no matter where you at. I tell you, I used to be homeless, bro. Like, it's still a motherfucking movie, bro. Your life can change. Like, that shit flip. You be like, damn, now I'm driving a new car, and the people who used to see me sleeping outside on the sidewalk, I'm like, bro, like, I'm doing it. Like, let's get money, man. Let's go. Let's motherfucking go to work. Let's do all that. I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video. Always remember, fellas, like, share, and subscribe. And it's a motherfucking movie. Over and out.